Howdy folks, gonna be doing some chili Colorado this afternoon, and it doesn't have anything to do with the state of Colorado. This is a traditional Mexican dish. It's beef or pork that's just simmered in a red chili sauce. It's basically you're braising the meat in the red chili sauce, and the chili sauce is made from dried chilies. And there's several different types of chilies you can use for this: ancho, guajillo, arballs, pasilla peppers, or I think the California chili is also called. No, these are chilacas. But any combination of them's good. I like the guajillo and the California chilies. California chilies has got a kind of a fruity flavor to them, and I'm going to be using 6 of each of the guajillo and the California chilies. And these things, they're cheap and they last a long time. And if you have some that are real brittle, they're not going to have any flavor. You want them to kind of be like a raisin, be a little bit pliable. And to get these processed, let's go through here and cut the stem out. Go down the side and get all these little seeds out of this pod. There's a lot of seeds in these things. And then I'm going to lay them over here in this water and wash them out real good. And then they're going to go in the pot over here over some heat. Now these California chilies don't have near as many seeds in them. But I like to try to split them and get them washed out, because sometimes there's just stuff in there that I don't like. So try to clean them up a little bit before I start making the chili sauce out of them. And neither one of these peppers are hot. The guajillos are maybe a medium mild, and the Californias are pretty mild. So if you want some heating on this basically chili stew, you can put some arbol pepper in there. Arbol's got some heat on them. Or just add you some cayenne or something like that. Just kick it up a little bit. So I'm gonna get these processed in this water bath and swish them around and get them cleaned up. And we'll be back here in just a few. Alright folks, got those chili pods there de-seeded and cleaned up. Got them over some heat here. I'm going to put a little bit of olive oil in here. A tablespoon or 2. And I'm going to let these toast over high heat here until they start to blister a little bit. It just kind of gets the process going. Alright, those have been sauteing there in that oil a minute or 2. Starting to smell right, starting to get soft. Put a little water in here on them. About 1.5 cups, just enough to cover your pepper pods. And I'm going to bring that up to a boil and then cover it. Very low simmer, about 20 minutes. Just let them get real good and soft. But I've got a small chopped onion I'm going to put in there with it. Let that soften up a little bit too. So it's going to go in the blender with them chilies. Alright, it's simmering there. I'm going to go ahead and cover it. Cut the fire way back. About as low as it'll go. I'm just going to let them sit there and steep for about 20 minutes. Alright, these chili peppers have been steeping for about 20 minutes. I'm going to go ahead and fish them out of there. Put them in my blender. Nice and hydrated, smelling real good. Get the onion fished out of there too, as much as I can. And then we're gonna need about a cup of that steeping water. Put in here with it. We're gonna get it blended up with some herbs and spices. Cup of the steeping water. I'm gonna add a little bit more. It wasn't about a cup and a half in here. Go ahead and put most of that in there. It's about a cup and a quarter. And we'll get this blended up. All right, I got about 3-4 cloves of rough cut garlic. I got some herbs and spices here. This is some oregano, some salt, some smoked paprika, and some cumin. Get this lid on here. Pretty smooth. We're gonna strain that pretty good before we goes in this beef. We have a nice smooth sauce. So that's the chili sauce that's made, and then we'll get the beef and all put together here shortly and get it braising. Be back in a few. Alright folks, I got 2 pounds of London broil or top round, whatever you want to call it here. I'm going to cut up into cubes. And you can use just about any beef you want to for this Colorado chili. Beef chuck works good too. I recommend just using a tough cut of beef because it's going to be braised and it'll be nice and tender at the end. This just does not have very much fat and marbling in it, and I like it pretty good for this Colorado chili. Now I'm going to get this chopped up into some cubes, and we'll get this seared off and get the rest of it put together here so it can braise. Alright, got the steak cubed up over here. I'm going to put a little vegetable oil in this hot pot. And we're going to get this seared. I'm going to do this in a few batches. If you put too much in here, it's just going to boil and steam and it won't brown up too good. Probably do about 3 batches and get all this seared and put it over here for the time being. Just trying to get a nice brown sear on that. Get a little salt and pepper on it. got all the beef browned off real good. I'm going to put a little more oil in the pot. Make up a little bit of a roux here. Let's put about 2 tablespoons of flour in. Cook a little bit. And I'm going to put some tomato paste in here. Do about 2 tablespoons of paste. Three cups unsalted beef broth. Then I'm going to put this chili sauce in here. I'm going to strain it through here best we can. A little at a time until I get as much of the liquid out as I can and leaving the solids behind. I'm going to do a batch at a time till I get all this chili sauce strained through. And we're going to discard the solids and just keep straining. Alright, got the chili sauce all strained in there, nice and smooth. Go ahead and add the beef back in. I got 2 bay leaves that need to go in. I'm going to put about a half of a packet of Sazon Goya in. And I'm going to add some cilantro. I'm going to leave that out if it poisons you. Do about a tablespoon of dried cilantro. Boy, it smells good. I'll bring this up to a good simmer. Put a lid on it. Let it braise for a few hours. Maybe an hour and a half. Not gonna take that long. And then we'll taste for seasoning and make adjustments if needed. Be back later. This red chili's been going about an hour. Take a gander at it. Boy, that looks good. Give it a taste here, see if it needs any salt or anything. Nope. Just right. That's what I will do though. I think I'm gonna leave the lid off of here and let it go just a little longer. Reduce some. See what the beef looks like. Beef getting tender. It needs a little longer. I'm gonna give about 30 minutes there with the lid off and let that reduce and concentrate and let that beef get a little more tender. Alright folks, this chili Colorado has been simmering about 2 hours. Flame up and take a look at what we got. I had the lid off of it for about 45 minutes just to let it thicken up and reduce. Concentrate those flavors. There we go. Chili Colorado. Take a taste of it. Oh boy. Whoo! That make you slap yourself. I'm gonna put me 2 tortilla rolls there. We'll use that to sop up that rich spicy sauce. Delish. Till next time. Peace.